Big moment that for Enzo Maresca.
I thought he was going to say big moment there in terms of kicking a bottle, mate. I mean, yeah, he was absolutely buzzing. I think relieved too at the end of the game. You saw how happy he was with him and Reece James having a chat and talking about the performance. I think days like today are always going to make you feel good as a manager when, you know, you've suffered defeat, you got your back against the wall and there's question marks around everything. And yeah, he'll feel really good going home tonight.
Which is why you saw those celebrations that you did at the end. And João Pedro, the goal scorer, was right in the middle of them. And I'm delighted to say he's ready to talk to us live now from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Congratulations, João, on the victory.
João, congratulations. Hopefully you've got a screen in front of you there. I just want to show you your goal. Did you give Moises Caicedo a big cuddle for what he did for you here today?
No, I said to him, I invite him to a dinner. He can choose the restaurant.
Talk us through your finish, though. He obviously does so well, but then your finish is really calm.
Yeah, for the first, I had a chance before, and I finished in the near post. In the second time I had the chance to score, I just tried to put over than him because I saw him in the first action, he dropped. So I say the next time I'm going to shoot on above of him. And I was happy to score.
And João, for you now, moving forward with the team, in those attacking moments, it's up to you and the attacking players to create goals. What do you think it's going to take for you guys to consistently create and score goals?
I think if you see the team, everyone have participate in the goals in the Premier League. In the Champions League as well. I think Enzo had 2 goals, Moises had 2 goals. I think we in front, we are very strong, but I think you're going to improve a lot until the end of the season. I think we need to keep like this, but you have to be more consistent to win games every week, and in the end, you can fight for something.
And do you prefer, João, to play as the number 9 like you did tonight, or sometimes play a little bit further back as the 10?
I just want to play. I want to be on the pitch always. But yeah, I think depends of the game. Sometimes I can play like a 10. Sometimes I can play like a 9, like today. I think I run a lot behind. I make difficult for the defenders, but when Cole play, I prefer to play like a 9 because I know we have a connection, he's going to find me.
Well, then we'll see more goals and we'll see more of that celebration as well, João. We like that celebration.
My friend, I need to know why you do this celebration. Because I did in the studio. I did this in the studio. Now I need to see why you do this.
No, one day, in the time I was in Brighton, my friend, he texted me and he said, hey, you need to celebrate like this. So from that, I started celebrating like this. And now I'm going to keep celebrating like this here and in Brazil.
Yeah, very good. Daniel enjoyed that. And just one more question. Did Moises say yes to dinner, and where are you going to take him?
Yeah, he said yes. I think we go to Novikov.
Oh, very
nice. That's your Daniel, my friend. That's your, you did it. They gave you a shout out. That's your much love and respect, brother.
So yeah, I'm gonna wait him to say which day he want to go, and you go.
Yeah, well, maybe not tonight because everyone will be waiting there for you now. So, João, congratulations and thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much, guys. See you soon.
You turned into Del Boy there at one point.
I had to tell him because, you know, sometimes the language, I had to see what time, I had to test the temperature and see what type of time he was on.
He's got a lovely energy about him as well, hasn't he?
What I really loved about that was he took it away from himself and he talked about the team. You know, players like him are special football players in that they understand their capabilities, but they also will say, I want my team to be better. I want to improve my teammates. And you can see the mentality of him like, hey, I can score goals, but I played to Jamie Gittins at the end, you know.
And sometimes there's been a criticism of him of doing that a little bit too much in recent games, I think.
Because I think sometimes when you're used to being that type of guy, who's a team guy, who you make the right play. It's almost like in NBA, people can say, oh, LeBron James isn't a goal getter all the time, but he makes the right play. That's what he chooses to do. And I think with him in these moments, it's saying I can be selfish or I can be selfless. And I think in his style of play, when Cole plays, I'll play forward.
He can't wait to have Cole back.
When Cole plays, I'll play up front and I'll do that. But I have to be the guy who's going to create and help the team be better in the attack. And that's what I really love about him. He's got so much capabilities as a player. His technique is so good, and I really, really love his style.
Player.
Six big chances Chelsea had tonight. So we said before that 1-0 didn't really tell the full story, and we can show you some of those moments. They might have had many more.
Yeah, this obviously was the one he was alluding to here. This is a good chance for him. He just tried to do the keeper with the eyes. Vicario, in fairness to him, if he'd not played, this would have been 4 or 5-0. He was that good today. Yeah. And he kept his team in the game, and they were hoping for that one moment. That's a really good piece of forward play there, just getting across Kevin Danso. This is another one. This is a great opportunity for them. I think this is the one when he slides him in, isn't it? I can't quite remember.
I think this is a Jamie Gittins chance, this one.
And that's what he's talking about, not being selfish, helping other players. He does really could have hit that with his left foot. He doesn't. Jamie Gittins obviously just leans back a little bit, but lots of good moments, especially for him. And I feel the fact that they got a red card, didn't they, to Liam Delap this week. But the manager, because he's been playing with an injury, he's been hardly trained. He's been on limited minutes because of the injuries he's had, and he just shows you need him, Daniel. That was a big chance for him.
If I'm him, I'm going home thinking I should have had a Hattie tonight.
Yeah, of course.
It's like there's some of those chances you're like, man, if I could have had that one back. But it shows you he's in the right position.
But we see how quickly he's become so important for Chelsea. And yes, because Liam Delap picked up an injury because they let Nicholas Jackson leave. But he's the guy.
He's the man, and he's going to have to step up and give the team what they need, which is goals, creativity, which he's doing. But this is the first week. Today we've seen that he's had a lot of shots in one match. He struggled to even have shots or, be in moments to be able to do that. And I think as an attacker, it's important for your team to give you opportunities to be able to help the team win games. And right now he's the bona fide main man. There's not any pressure on him. Of course, Liam's out. So when Liam gets back, it will be intriguing to see whether the manager will go with both of them, whether he will drop Joao Pedro back, because as he said, he's flexible and he can go in any position.
And they create a lot of chances, didn't they? If you look at Enzo Fernandez, the opportunities that he gets into, the good spaces that he gets into, and then you add into the mix, obviously, Cole Palmer, you can see the smile on his face when he's thinking when he comes back, because he sees the game differently. Everything slows down when he has the ball. He plays the right pass at the right weight. So they've got a lot of qualities. Esteval as well is going to be a sensational player. So if you look at the chances, Garnacho was a bit critical before the game. He did some nice bits today as well. So I think from their perspective, they'll be delighted. There's a big 3 points for them today, and they're right in the mix.
I think lastly as well, clean sheet. Defensively, last week there was question marks.
Yeah.
There was question marks in the Sunderland game. You've conceded that goal late on. Today they were professional. The experience, they were communicating with each other. They were ensuring that they go home. Because Spurs had moments towards the end. It looked like, the tide's changing a little bit here.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see a little bit. Come on, we're not going to make out like they were just out there running around. I think that, for me, Chelsea's defence, they'll leave now thinking, okay, we got to build on this now, clean sheet.
Let's hear from the Chelsea manager at this point, because this was quite a significant victory for him as well. Enzo Maresca now.
Well done.
Most we have to resist snap judgments. This is probably a bit rich coming from me, but there we go. This
All
is
of us, we all do it.
This is Chelsea so far this season then. And those 10 results, 5 wins on the board, some difficult fixtures along the way, lots of London derbies already as well. Is on the right path enough right now?
Yeah, he's like I said before, he's building the blocks to and trying to find the rhythm. The question that you got asked then about even just the defensive partnership is like when you're dealing with injuries within a squad, which all teams have to do, you're not able to get that rhythm and that consistency. So I think for him now, like he's talked about, he's got so many top young players that are maturing as the seasons and the games go by. And I think, this is one performance that they can look at and be very, very proud of, because it was very professional, showed experience, showed a lot of composure. They were tenacious all over the pitch. And it could have been an easy one where the game starts and Tottenham's fans and the occasion and everything, sort of makes them get a little bit, antsy, a little bit like, I'm not too sure. But they were so sure of themselves today. They performed amazing. And I'm looking at them. they can leave here thinking, you know what, boys, we got to keep doing this every week.
Yeah.
And I suppose in terms of the snap judgments, all we can really say is, are they better or worse than last season? We're 10 games in, but they're without Levi Colwill, and they've had a large chunk without Cole Palmer as well.
Like, imagine the start of the season, you're preparing, you've just won the Club World Cup, you're starting to think, OK, what's my best 11? And then your best central defender picks up a really horrendous cruciate ligament injury. They've never once complained. I actually never heard him mention it. Then they've obviously Cole Palmer's picked up an injury, and then Delap's had an injury. So then you're having to manage minutes. You've got Caicedo that's having to play for injury a little bit as well, and João Pedro. Got to keep changing the two centre backs. I mentioned Fofana before the game. I thought he might be a bit of a weak link. He wasn't tonight. I thought he did exceptionally well alongside Chalobah. And when you think how things can change, Chalobah's a great example for anyone to just go, you know what, sometimes the grass isn't always greener. He went to Palace, thought he might have to leave, be surplus requirements. Right now, he's probably arguably their number one centre-back, and it's whoever plays alongside him. And it just shows you he's got the right mentality, he's done a good job. He's been at the club since he was sort of 6-7 years of age. And you need those sort of types of players. So I still think they're a little bit away off from contending to win the Premier League, but I certainly think they're going in the right direction.